Hi everyone, this is Arad from English for Everyone, and this lesson is about possessive adjectives. As the name suggests, as it's in the name, this is about some adjectives, possessive adjectives. And if you have watched the videos on order, you should have watched a video which was about adjectives. I've got a video about adjectives. If you haven't watched it, if you want to know about it, you can click on this eye on this corner and it will take you there. But on that video we talked about adjectives, and it was clear, it was explained that adjectives are words that appear before nouns and describe the noun. Okay, so the ones that we're going to talk about today are also adjectives, but they are not talking about one's nationality, size, color, or these kind of things. No, this is a possessive adjective. It comes before the noun and then makes the person the owner of that name. Okay, so we also had a lesson about have got and has got, which you also can find it by clicking over here. The lesson was about possessions, let's say. So one way of talking about something that you have or you possess is to use the verb have or has. Alright, but the other thing is the the adjectives. So we're going to talk about it now. These are the subjective pronouns, or the words that, or the subjects, okay? Simply let's call them subjects of the sentences. They do something in the sentence, mainly, alright? But we can use these to talk about something that they have. For example, what's this? Hand, okay? I can't call it I hand. No, this is not possible. We won't do this. Alright? So I is the doer of the action, but hand is something that I own, okay? You most probably know these things. So instead of saying I hand, I need to use the right adjective, which I'm going to put in front of these ones now. If you want to try it yourself before I say it, just stop the video, see if you can remember them all, if you can write them all, and then play the video. As I'm going to play them, I'm going to just mention them one by one. So when I want to talk about myself owning this one, I say my hand. Okay, so my is the possessive adjective for the first person or the speaker. So I say my hand, my head, my room, my country. Okay, I just put my before the thing that I have, and then I call it that way. My money, my life. Okay, so that's easy. Then talking about you is similar. When we are talking about one, I'm talking about the second person, or the listener, or whatever we call it. When I'm talking about that person's hand or something, I would say your hand. My hand, your hand. Okay. Now let's move on to the third one, that is he on my list, which will be his hand. It's easy, you most probably know these and are using them already, okay? But let's review them anyway. The fourth one that might be a bit problematic, I can see some people still struggle using this one, is the possessive adjective for the third person female, she. The answer is her, okay? For example, her name, her hand, her husband, her life, her country. But some people sometimes mix it up with something else and they say she's name. She's name is some. No, that is not right, okay? She's means she is, okay? When we say she's my neighbor, means she is my neighbor, okay? So that is not talking about one owning or having something else, okay? So that is, we have to put a line between these two. She's is the short form of she is, and the possessive form is not that way, it is her. Okay, so we have to say her hand, her name, her country, or other things. Alright, now let's move on to the other one. The other one is it. It, when we are talking about an object or an animal which we don't recognize a gender, okay? For example, a chair or a table has legs, okay? When I'm talking about the leg, to make it clear whose leg I'm talking about, I might use that adjective and I say its leg. My leg, your leg, his leg, her leg, and the chair. Its leg. Okay, that also has got a leg, or 4 legs, let's say. So we can say its leg. And the other thing that which is similar to it in this word, and sometimes we mix these two up, is it's with apostrophe. That is also again the same thing like she's. When we say it's with an apostrophe, that is it is, the short form of it is. So we have 2 it's. One is its, which is the adjective which we have on the list over here, and the other one is its, which is it apostrophe s, and that is the short form of it is. To make it, when we say that in spoken, both are the same. We do not need to mention that apostrophe, and we pronounce it the same way. So say it's leg, it's a chair. Okay, it's a chair. It's, again, we mention the same way. But in written, if you want to know which is which and not to mix it up, just put, you have to code it some way in your mind. For myself, when I want to, if I want to check the thing that I have written is right or not, I check if that is the short form of it is, or that is the possession. So if I put it and I mean it is, then I need that apostrophe. Apostrophe means something is missing. Okay, when I put apostrophe, that means something's missing. For example, when I say I'm, I apostrophe, and apostrophe means A is missing. When I say it's, and I've got apostrophe in the word, it means I for is missing. Alright? When I say isn't, that apostrophe on between N and T means that O is missing. Okay, so apostrophe always means, not always, apostrophe means something's missing. We have got another apostrophe which shows also, it's talking about possession. That comes before S. That's a different lesson. We're not going there. But in this case, the other usage of apostrophe is when something's missing. So we put that one there to show that one letter is missing. So if that's in the word, it means it's 4-letter word. We have it's, it, apostrophe S. It means we have 4 letters. So it's not it's, it is, of course, the short form. Alright, so that's, I hope this helps you when you want to just analyze your word, if you have some difficult time just making these two clear. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Then the next one is we. We means more than one person, including myself. Then these people, including me, have something, okay? Like we have a house. This is our house, okay? So our is the possessive adjective. Our country, our language, our videos, anything. Alright, what else? You also, again, the same thing, we use your, okay? You have a house, you, some people, we are calling them you. Then those people also have something, like they have a car, for example, we say your car, okay? Your house, your money. And then the last one is they, and let's say they have a house. That house, yeah, and when we want to mention that house, we just say their house. their house. So their. You and they take R at the end, and when we listen to, we can see that both are the same. We can feel that both are the same. You, your, they, their. Okay, you, your, they, their. Just add R sound. This can come in handy. This can be helpful when we go to more details, when we go to other ones like possessive pronouns like mine, your, and other ones. So sometimes we just mix them all. We need to class them. We need to learn the first class separately and then move on to the other one. The next lesson is going to be possessive pronouns. Okay, the ones that would not come before the noun. I'm going to talk about these ones in the next lesson, so make sure you know these things. These are easy for you. You master these things, then we can talk about the other ones, the bit more difficult ones, let's say, in the next video. So I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a good time. Bye.